Hello everybody, Jam here, and welcome to my highlights from the penultimate rounds of the DOR Retro GT series. I say penultimate rounds somewhat tentatively, as this is the second to last weekend that we'll be racing, with rounds 8 to 9 I think it is, before the next video, which is just back to a single race, like Suzuka, just the one hour long race at Sebring is up next to finish off this series. So yeah, this one is from Laguna Seca. Starting to get a bit ahead of myself talking about Sebring. Maybe it's because I'm recording this the day of the Sebring race. I think I said in the first video it was a minor miracle if I'd get every video out before the next race actually happened. Cutting it close this week, aren't I? Let's see if I can get this up before 8 o'clock tonight. That would be doable, maybe. Anyway, I'm already waffling on and rambling about other stuff because I already don't know what to say. As always, we're starting this video with my qualifying lap, which, back to form from early part of this series, was set on my very first flying lap. Wasn't really that good of a lap by my own standards, but when you've only got a couple of laps, a 23.6, it's not the end of the world. And it put me 10th on the grid, so can't really complain. I've been in A lobby every race so far, so it's a record I'm very happy with and eager to keep up. And being P10 puts me in and around that beautiful reverse grid potential. There's a reverse grid of the top, well, it's not a full reverse grid, so it's a reverse top 10 on the grid for the second race. So if I finished here, where I've started, in P10, I would be on pole for the next race. So, fingers crossed, anything can happen as long as I don't go backwards, and I'll be happy. Very, very happy indeed. Anyway, relatively quiet start in this race for me. We've watched a move up ahead, as that Dimes getting past Sean, but it seems like Sean's back ahead of Dimes by the next time we look at something, which is all the way on to lap 7, because it's just been a bit quiet, but something's happened at the hairpin. Not hairpin? It's the Corkscrew. It's one of the most famous corners in motorsport, and I've just called it a hairpin. Wow. Anyway, yeah, no idea what really happened. Got two Mustangs, the Raxa teammates ahead of me now, and Dimes and Sean both got caught up in whatever it was, and all of a sudden I'm up from 10th to 8th, so no complaints from me. Can I get... No. Yeah, maybe not. Good exit from the final corner, but that Mustang's just got too much acceleration. One lap later then, back into the Corkscrew again. Ooh, video's a bit choppy there, isn't it? And the Mustangs have hit each other, and I've dived across the inside to get out of the way, and in doing so picked up another 2 places in one corner. Technically, it was probably an off-track overtake, but I don't know where else I was supposed to go. Another one lap later, and oh look, it's the Corkscrew again. What's going on this time? Who's that? I've got... Oh, Tiago behind, having a look at a move there. Bit of a late one. Maybe that was something similar to what happened before me. But yeah, he was never really in a position to pull that off. It's a tiny bit of contact, but nothing doing really. The pit window is now open. I think it was... but whatever the pit window was, we're going in this lap. So that was from... Where did that say it was? From P5? I don't know. As we come out of the pit, bit of a clutch kick to get to get the ball rolling, and pretty empty track as I come out. Oh, that's deep into turn 1. We got Dimes. What's that? 2 seconds behind us. And the top 5, I think it was, just were in a different class in this race. They just absolutely went early. Then that 4-car battle, the 2 Mustangs with Dimes and Sean, and then me behind. It was very much a top 5 and then a next 5 in terms of battling packs. And as you can see, somehow at the front of this sort of second battling pack at the moment. Not quite sure what happened to everyone else, but my pit strategy worked for me. Dimes is now caught up those 2 seconds that I mentioned earlier, and I've made a mistake on the corner before the chicane. Again, the Corkscrew. Very famous corner. I've now called it a hairpin and a chicane. This is fun. Either way, I had a rubbish run, and Dimes just got past with no problem. So yeah, but you can see what I mean about the top 5 on the minimap. Actually, the top 2 are completely gone, and then you got 3rd, 4th, 5th there, and then there's a huge gap back to Dimes and myself in 6th and 7th, and the rest. There's a couple, quite a few cars going all the way back down the field. Actually, not all that spread out, but that gap between 5 and 6th I should just quit now, shouldn't I? The gap between 5th and 6th was just absolutely huge. Anyway, yeah, I mean, we've... Oh, that's a big sideways moment. That's not fun on the last lap. Because it is now the last lap. Not the most eventful race, this one. So we had the... What, 2-3 things happened at the Corkscrew. But that was about it. It was a nice, quiet race. Pace was quite good. And I've moved up... I've 3 positions from my grid slot. And, you know... was it after 7 laps or so, I was, if anything, falling back from the 4 cars in front, so their mistakes benefited me greatly. And there are your full results of the top 10 for the first race. So I'll be starting 4th on the grid for the next one. And look at that, my teammate's on pole. Yay! Oh, was it? 22.9 lap time, that was nice. Right, start of the race then, for race 2. And as mentioned, 4th on the grid. Well, 4th in the queue of the rolling start, I suppose is more accurate. Oh, Tiago's going attacking. Dimes is going attacking. 2x2 almost. Oh, and there's a tiny bit of contact with my rear quarter, and it's one of those stupid little Forza gluey things. Panel would have just bent and I would have been fine in real life. Probably. I don't know. Anyway, I've lost out to Send It in that, and Send It straight on the attack again, actually. Trying to go for P3 past Raxa Tiago. Is he going to go for it into this corner? He is, so I've gone wide to see if I can set up for a cutback and capitalise as well. Is it going to work? I'm a little bit ahead maybe. We're side by side. Oh, you do not want to be side by side through this kink. We're going side by side through this kink. There's contact, and we've both just about kept it mostly on the track. He was all on the curb, but I was on the black stuff. I got a nice punt from behind from actually his teammate to push me ahead. So I'll take that. Obviously then covering the inside into the Corkscrew. Got it right that time. And after all that, we're still P4. Up 1, down 1. Or down 1, up 1. Whichever. And finally comfortable enough to settle into my cockpit. Very choppy camera work again. What's going on there? Oh, that's a big send. Solo going for the move at the Corkscrew. Got it right again. And wow, that was... I thought I was going to overshoot. That was both of us on the absolute limit round there, but the Mustang just that bit quicker than me. And he was part of that big top, the quick top 5 in the first race, so I wasn't really expecting to hold him behind for too long. So yeah, lap 4 and down to 5th. Lap 6 then, a couple of laps later. Haven't dropped off miles from Solo, but you can see he's up there and I'm not exactly attacking him. Oh, I'm having to check up there though, because something's happened ahead. I think he might have had to check up for Send It, who might have had to check up for... Is that Drive ahead of him? Okay, so Drive's in P2 now with Sean leading the race. So that's a swap from the start. As I mentioned, Drive was on pole, but doing a very good defensive job. But he's got 2 really quick cars behind him that have both got past me already in this race, so kudos. And somehow Dimes isn't ahead of me. With the check-up at the Corkscrew, I really thought he was going to be. He's on my outside now, though. And, oh, there he is. Okay, now he is ahead of me. Never mind. Oh, who's that? Yeah, that Mercury is a bit quick on the straights, isn't it? Is that Hydra? Yeah, Hydra's the lead of the 2 at the moment. I'm still sort of on the inside, but I'm not really expecting to get my position back. Dimes has now overtaken Solo as well. Drive is very much still holding up a big queue of cars at this point. He's got Send It, Dimes, Solo, Hydra, myself, Barcode, and there's... I'm flicking back too quickly, but there's more cars there as well. Hydra's going for another move up the inside of... is that Solo? Yeah, that's Solo. And I've got Barcode behind. Is he? No, he's not quite got the acceleration to get me by the kink. Not from that line. Anyway, is he going to get me up the hill, though? God, that thing's quick. Yes, he's going to get me up the hill. So it's another position lost of down 4 places in 7 laps, which isn't great. Oh, what's going on here? I've got car left, car right. I can't see either of them. They're both in my blind spots. Is he still there? Who is it? Carried is directly... Wait. Oh, I don't know. Is it? I think I've got 2 Mustangs swarming me. Oh, look, there's one. Oh, no, that's the gravel. Okay, so Tiago's got past it, all of that. I've got no idea where he came from. And Carried's about as well. That's a big... Whoa. So, okay, so Carried's backed off a little bit. But yeah, I've got no bloody idea where Tiago came from. But fair enough, fair play. Oh, that was a bit... Okay. Yeah, running wide at the penultimate corner. Good opportunity to pit. Let's see where I come out. There's Send It. He's already taken a pit stop. There's a clutch kick. That's Solo, so he's already taken his. There's Tiago. who got past me in the previous clip. Can I defend into turn 1? That's a bit deep, really. It's not easy to do on cold tyres, is turn 1. But despite a tiny bit of contact, I'm actually back out ahead of Tiago, so that's nice. Position made up during the pit cycle. I expect Carried might now jump us, but you know, up 1, down 1. It's not a net loss, at least. So we're going to cut clip here, are we? Yeah, there we go. So this is now going down the pit straight. There's Carried. Are we going to get him? It's going to be tight. It's about as tight as me and Tiago on the previous lap. Oh, Carried send it in deep just like I did as well. Very, very similar to the exit I had with Tiago on my outside. Now I'm in the other part of that scenario. Carried still there, having to leave him room on the outside. Don't like doing that. Compromises my line once again. Having to leave room on that outside. Oh, I've not left enough. Oh, there's Tiago. He has a great run, but nowhere to go. Carried still on the left. Don't tell me I'm going to go around the outside here. You don't want to be on the out. Well, actually, back to corner. It's not the end of the world. And oh, is it going to be side by side through the kink again? No, Carried backs out of it. Thank God for that. Well, I say thank God for that. It would have been alright if I hadn't then messed up the kink anyway. Because there's Carried again. Is he going to get me into the corkscrew? Around the outside? Are we really going to go side by side through the corkscrew? We're going to go side by side through the corkscrew. Tiago is still buzzing around right there as well, trying to get involved and capitalise on anything. Oh, Carried's gone now, and there is Tiago on my outside. Come on, don't make it work from my outside. Leave me be. I want my position. Oh, he's not going to be on my inside into the final corner. We saw Dimes get a good traction and drive past me earlier from the outside there. And yes, I can do the same to Tiago. Brilliant. Oh, Christ almighty, that thing is good acceleration. Was not expecting that bump. Having to go defensive into turn 1. Don't go deep. Where is he? That's drive filling my mirrors, but the mirrors aren't that very useful. Oh, now they're side by side. That's good for me. What's going on behind? That's what I'm interested in. As Tiago's got the position by the looks of things. Oh, why can't I have a normal mirror? I thought it was quite cool when I first saw it, the triple mirror, but a nice normal one would be more helpful. We're on to lap 17 now then, penultimate lap. Into the corkscrew. Oh yeah, Tiago missed his braking point. Completely unintentional. He was apologetic in chat. It's just one of those things. It looks like drive had dropped off a little bit from Tiago, so wasn't in a position to capitalise, unfortunately. I was never going to catch and pass Carried for 7th, so a bit of status quo there, just a little mishap. I barely even needed to put that in the video. And yeah, that was it for the race. One more lap with Tiago behind, but it was one of those, I'm just not going to let him pass because it's the last lap. I didn't drive a very quick lap, but I drove a nice, clinical, defensive lap. And yeah, P8. So P7 and P8 in this race. Or these two races. Not bad. Oh, look at that. I did a 22.9 again. I was really, really trying to do that in practice, so I'm glad I managed to get into the 22s in the race. Yeah, and so that's it for that round then. And somehow I'm up to 4th in the driver's standings, which I'm not quite sure how I've managed to do. Carried will definitely jump me when his drop round is taken care of, but I think I'm still potentially on for a top 5, which is scary good considering what I was expecting. And in the teams, we're back up to 4th as well somehow. So, yay for both! But also, how the bloody hell have we done that for both? Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. This is the end of this video. So until the next one, goodbye.